Hi, third grade. Since we finished up our week 13 grammar book this week, I wanted to conclude the week by reviewing some important parts of speech that we have been learning. So this is going to be a quick review and a little fun game to close out our week. It's called I Survived the Parts of Speech Learned in 2020. Okay, and the three main parts of speech that we're going to focus on today are nouns, adjectives, and verbs. So let's review them really quickly again. A noun is a person, place, or thing. And remember, nouns can be proper and specific nouns that start with a capital letter, or they can be common nouns. Nouns can also be singular or plural. We've been talking about all of those this year. These words are nouns because they are people. Jennifer, that's a proper noun, boy, student, teacher, waitress, and grandma. Okay, these ones are all nouns because they're places. Florida and McDonald's, those are proper nouns, but we also have common nouns like store, school, park, and bedroom. And these nouns are all things like ball, cat, cereal, pencil, computer, and shirt. Okay, so that's just a quick review. Now what we're going to do is I took a screenshot of one page from your I Survived novel that we finished up this week. And on this page, I'm going to read it one time, but then throughout the rest of this presentation, we're going to continue to come back and examine this passage and look for some of those important parts of speech. Okay, so here we go. Chapter 4. Phoebe wasn't taking any chances with George. I'm not letting you out of my sight, she announced after they had finished breakfast. I'm your guardian angel. I didn't know angels wore spectacles, he said, tugging on one of Phoebe's curls. The smart ones do, Phoebe said, grabbing George's arm. She offered him a lemon drop from the little silver tin she had been carrying around since London. Okay, so with that being said, I want you all to go get paper and pencil, all right? And we're going to only start focusing on the nouns, okay? So here's the same snippet of text that I just read aloud to you, and you are going to have 60 seconds or 1 full minute when I start the timer to list as many nouns as possible. So person, places, or things. I will tell you that I found 13 different nouns. So I did not repeat, I'm going to give away an answer here, but Phoebe is a proper noun. Okay, that's a character, that's a person. I did not write Phoebe more than one time. So I didn't do any repeats. All right. So when you have your paper and pencil ready, I'm going to start the timer and you're going to list as many nouns. Here we go. Good luck. Just copy them down on your paper. Any person, place, or thing. Try to get as many as you can. Okay, halfway. Keep writing, keep searching. You can do it. Five, four, three, two, and one. Nice work. Okay, so put your pencils down. And on the next slide, I am going to go over the answers. So the nouns that I found on this page are, and if you were able to list it on your piece of paper, just put a check mark beside it because that earns you a point, okay? So here they are. Phoebe, Chances, and George. Those are the nouns in the first sentence there, okay? So if you got any of those, put a check mark by them and give yourself a point. All right, let's keep going. The next noun, sight, okay? The next noun, breakfast, and angel, all right? I did not do angels again, all right? That was kind of a repeat in my mind, but I did put spectacles. That's a long one. That probably took you a long time to write. It's a long word, a lot of letters. But remember, spectacles is a synonym for eyeglasses. Phoebe wore eyeglasses, and she was always looking for her spectacles. Another noun is curls, okay? I did ones, the smart ones do. I did arm. I did lemon drop. That's a type of candy in this case. I did tin. And the last one was the only place on here, London. That's a proper noun. Okay, so count up how many check marks you were able to get in just that short 60 seconds and give yourself the points for the nouns. All right, the next part of speech we're going to focus on is adjectives, okay? An adjective is a word that describes a noun. Now remember, adjectives describe either how many or what kind, all right? So any number words are adjectives that say how many. So one cookie, lots of friends, some chores, a few kids, all right? They also describe what kind of something. So it can say what something looks like a cute baby, scary monster, red pen, tiny kitten. Adjectives can tell what something feels like: soft blanket, wet towel, hot pan, sharp knife. They can describe what a noun sounds like: loud music, beautiful voice, quiet student, strange sound. They can also describe what something tastes like: salty pretzels, tasty dinner, buttery popcorn, sweet corn. All right, so we have the same passage. I didn't change it. All right, this time on your piece of paper that you already have, you're going to get a new section and try to find the describing adjectives. Okay, I found 6 of them in this little passage. So you might be able to try and get all 6. I don't know. We'll see what you do. I'm ready to start the timer. You may begin. Go. Adjectives. I don't see any in the first sentence. Keep looking. What kind of something? I see most of them, boys and girls, in the last paragraph. So if anything, give yourself time to look in that bottom paragraph for adjectives. "20 seconds left." Hopefully you found a few. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Okay, so pencils down, and the adjectives are, here we go. Guardian angel. What kind of angel? Guardian angel. Okay, that's the first one. That one was hard to maybe find for some of you, but I did give you a hint that a lot of them are in that bottom paragraph. So hopefully you were able to skip ahead and find some describing words there. Okay, there's the number word, 1. All right, and then let's see in that bottom paragraph. I have smart. What kind of drop? lemon is describing the drop. And then look, little, silver are describing the tin. All right, so hopefully you got a few, maybe half of the adjectives in that little bit of time. All right, nice work. The last part of speech that we're going to review together today are verbs. A verb is a word that shows the action in a sentence. Verbs show what someone or something is doing. Okay, so these words show actions and are verbs. Jump, drink, called, ate, cook, wrote. Now remember, we've been talking this year, some verbs are in present tense, like jump, drink, and some are in past tense because they already happened, like called, ate, and wrote. So remember that when you go to find verbs in this passage. All right, get that paper ready and pencil. Give yourself one last section to write in because I found 12 verbs, a dozen verbs in this little passage or action words. Be thinking, what are the characters doing? All right, that's your little hint. Do your best. You have only 1 minute. All right, you may begin. Good luck. Okay, you're halfway. Hopefully you found a few verbs. Keep looking. What are the characters doing? Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and finish that one and put your pencils down. Nice work. All right, let's see how you did with the verbs. Here are the answers. All right. In the first sentence, we have taking. That's something that you do. Okay, take. The next sentence, we have letting. Okay, then we have announced. These are some longer words to write, aren't they? Then we have finished. That's something you do. All right. And technically, that next contraction there, I'm your guardian angel, we should know I'm is a contraction for I am. And hopefully you remember that am is a sneaky verb. All right, so technically that one could be it. That would actually be like a bonus if you were able to think of that, but I thought that was a little tricky for us today, so I didn't count that in my verb count, but I picked the obvious ones. All right, so let's keep going. And the next verb is know, to know something. That's something you do. Here's a past tense one, wore. Said, to say, is something you do. And tugging. So there were a lot in that little paragraph there. All right, let's look at the last paragraph for some verbs. We have do. Now there's said again, but I don't do repeats. So grabbing, offered, and carrying is something that you do. All right, hopefully you were able to get, I don't know, I think 5 would be excellent for just that short amount of time. That would be really, really good. Thank you so much for joining me today. This was just a quick activity to wrap up our I Survived novel that we finished reading this week and to review some important parts of speech. Have a great weekend.